The Pacific Coast Pac-10 Conference this year became a 12-pack with the addition of Colorado and Utah to the conference. Michele Steele with us now with a guest on this very topic.
Yeah, Julie. Hey, everybody. Musical chairs in college sports this summer, and we've got more now with one man who helped orchestrate some conference expansion in the West, a little bit of contraction in the middle. Larry Scott, commissioner of the Pac-10. Commissioner Scott, welcome.
Glad to be here.
So first of all, you are far away from your hometown, not your hometown, you're from Long Island, but you are far away from the conference headquarters. You're here in New York, you're selling the Pac-10. You know, we have these media deals that you've got expiring after the 2011 year. At the same time, the ACC and the Big Ten, huge contracts compared to the Pac-10. What kind of contracts would you like to see?
Well, there's a lot at stake in college sports right now. There have been huge increases in terms of the TV deals that have been done recently by the SEC, Big Ten, ACC, and you know our time is coming. We go to market next year. So as a new commissioner, I've been in place for 1 year. We're working on new marketing strategies, new ways to tell our story, position the conference differently before we go to market next year.
You know, one question is, does the addition of Colorado and Utah, which obviously were the two schools named to the conference this summer, does it get the conference closer to having perhaps its own network, like the Big Ten network?
Absolutely. With the addition of Colorado and Utah, we are now in 7 of the top 35 media markets in the country. We've gone from a 4-state footprint to a 6-state footprint. We're at about 19 million cable households now. So as media content owners, we've now become a much more significant property, really on par with the SEC and ACC in terms of our footprint. And obviously, we've got some great markets that we're in. So we think it positions us very well. Moreover, according to NCAA rules, you have to have 12 teams in your conference to have a football championship. And having that kind of big, iconic event in our conference is going to be a great thing and add a lot of value.
Right. And of course, COMCAST does operate cable systems in both Colorado and Utah. And who knows, they might be not just a bidding rights participant, but also someone who might help the Pac-10 get their own network.
Yeah, with COMCAST and Time Warner very well positioned. We're in some very important markets for them. And yeah, I just think we're a very strong media property that's been significantly undervalued over the years. And it's my job to help lead us through, preparing to get our fair share.
And one way you were thinking about doing that is actually going to Asia. Talk to me a little bit about how you plan on leveraging the assets. That's, two words that we don't hear very often in academia, of the Pac-10 in Asia. Yeah,
well, there's an overall migration of the way college conferences are thinking, and I'm trying to bring some best practice from the professional sports world to college sports. And, we've got our first 5-year plan, and initially we're focused on how we're marketing, positioning, branding the conference, upcoming TV deals, but we're looking west as well as east. And we look at the West Coast as the gateway to the Pacific Rim. Some of our schools like UCLA, Berkeley, Stanford, Cal, Washington have, huge brand affinity over in Asia. So I'm working on plans and envision a day when some of the Pac-10 teams are going to be playing in Asia. We're going to be hosting Asian teams. Some of our games are going to be broadcast on TV. We'll have sponsorship.
Right.
But moreover, we see sports as really the front porch to these universities more broadly, and international growth for the universities in terms of development, faculty exchange. That's huge stuff.
So maybe a game in Tokyo one day. Now, one thing I want to get to here very quickly is USC, obviously heavy sanctions against them. Lots of related to Reggie Bush's reported dealings with agents, 2-year bowl ban for USC. What does college football do right now with this not new but recently emerging problem of agent-player relationships?
Yeah, well, it's going to be very interesting. The case is under appeal, so it's not finalized yet, but really on the heels of the NCAA verdict on that issue, there are a lot of allegations about other schools having similar issues to what USC had. And I think it's a significant problem, something that's been going on for some time, but now it's got a lot of exposure and light, and we're concerned about it.
Is it time to reevaluate the NCAA rules?
I think it is. There's a very high bar, a real burden on the schools, but schools, as hard as they try, and they're very diligent, very proactive, how far can you go in terms of tracking families, tracking kids when they're away?
Okay, we have to leave it there. Back over to you guys in studio.